And welcome to a very special edition of Boost Bernie Business on Bernie Radio, celebrating the release of Athletic as a Camel. It is the launch of Athletic as a Camel by Stan Leech and Michaela Jones, the illustrator. And guys, congratulations. You're living the dream in Bernie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to start with you, Stan, obviously. Here's a guy who, he's everywhere, and you have time to write a book.
Yes, that's probably not good for the Bernie community for that to come out. It's kind of like having a basketball coach that's a good golfer. Yeah. And so, but yes, I found time, yes.
Well, it's a family book. It's for multiple generations. And I'll point out that the name of the character in this book is what?
Stanley.
Stanley. How about that? What a coincidence. George Lucas had Luke Skywalker. You've got Stanley the camel. In a community that's had giraffes and missing monkeys, and you found Stanley the camel.
Yep, he survived. That's right.
Well, Stan, just tell me about the book. What was the inspiration for Athletic as a Camel?
Well, all our books are going to be inspired by someone, and this was inspired by my track coach in high school. I was a sophomore in high school, and I didn't make the mile relay, but I was on the bus after my events were done, and Brad and Neil couldn't run. They went and got me. And I ran on the mile relay. We won the Lubbock Invitational. Well, I was the slowest leg, so I was the alternate. But after the meet, Coach Morris stood in front of the team and said, I need to recognize Stan Leech. He did a great job today. And then he said, now, he's as athletic as a camel. Mm. And back in those days, that was a compliment, to tease somebody. And he said, and everybody laughed, and he said, no, he always shows up, and he does his best, and today that was enough.
Wow, and that's stuck with you all these years.
50 years.
Yeah.
And so I've written articles about it. I was blessed to do his memorial service. So Carl and I went back. I was asked to do his funeral. So it's dedicated to us. That was a compliment for him to tease me and then go back and do a compliment. And then my mother taught for 30 years. Carla taught for 31. And then my daughter, Courtney, is a high school counselor, and she's a cross-country and track coach in Albany.
Well, you can't do it alone. That's your team. That's your relay team cool. Right there. Yeah. Your mother's name was?
Scotty.
Beautiful.
That was her real name, because they thought she was going to be a Scot, and she wasn't. And so in those days, they were very creative. They just went, okay, Scotty.
How'd you get the name Stan?
Because the guy that played at Baylor, my dad wanted me to be a football player, and his first name was Stan, and he grew up in Cisco, and then my grandmother's maiden name was Stanley.
Perfect.
Yep. And
here you are. And then to your left is the talented illustrator of the book called Athletic as a Camel. Michaela Jones, you are no stranger to your gift. This is not your debut work. In fact, can I tell you where I first met you?
Oh, yes, for sure.
I remember exactly where I was, because it was, I think, Dickens on Main, and you had a table out there by the curb, and you were selling your Christmas cards.
I did. That's what I first started doing.
I think I got your signature. It might have changed a little bit, because how long ago was that?
That was probably my freshman year in high school, so probably 5 to 6 years ago.
And here you are, a nationally published artist.
I am. It's so exciting.
Well, that's cool. So how did this connection happen?
So actually, Stan has known my family for a long time, because my mom ran track with his daughter.
Wow.
And then I went to Bernie High, and I entered their Christmas card contest, and I won. So Stanley saw me through that, and
I got that card too.
And so after that, and after I graduated, he kept an eye on me, and I was like, I'm going to do art full time. I know everyone's telling me not to, and telling me to go to college and find a backup plan, but no, this is what I want to do. So I stuck with it, and now I'm a full-time artist. I do it full-time. I do classes, and I teach kids, and I illustrated a book, and I'm just selling commission work and all that thing. So it's been so much fun.
Oh my gosh. So if someone wanted to commission you, how do we do that?
You just have to message me my phone number, and everything is on my pages at Michaela Jones Studios on Facebook and Instagram. You can message me anytime, and I will always answer.
Wow. All right, so take me through the process, Stan. You wrote it, and then how do you know what to draw, or did you give direction?
Well, so we started in September, I called Mandy and had this idea and called Mandy. He said, give me Michaela's number. And so Michaela and I, our first meeting was September the 9th. And we meet at least every other week. And if not, we text Bo. I wrote the book, put the pages. This is how gifted she is. And, we met for the idea. And then she draws it from my words. So I go, okay, page 3 and 4, this is what we're going to say. Page 5 and 6. And so I wrote the book, and then she brought it to life.
Well,
and so
I was very grateful. He gave me full creative reign on it, so he just let me go and let me do whatever I wanted.
well, this is very creative because in the middle of the book, you took the art and made it long ways.
Yes, when I was a kid, I always loved the vertical pages. I thought it was always so fun when the teacher would stop and turn the page. So I was like, hey, Stan, what would you think about doing a vertical page in the
cool.
middle of it? And he loved it. So now on every single one of the books that I illustrate for him, we're going to do a vertical page.
So I hope you caught that. That's a little teaser for what's coming up next. Dan, what's coming up next?
Well, next is our Christian children's book, and we hope it's going to be ready for Christmas. And it's going to be wise as a lamb, because in the Bible you read that sheep are dumb. But in our children's book, Luke's wise because all the other animals go their own way, but Luke follows the shepherd. And, he goes through a storm. And so Mykala is more than halfway done with Wise as a Lamb.
Wow, congratulations on that. How exciting. We'll have to do this
Yes.
again at Christmas time.
Absolutely.
Don't worry, we'll ask.
As you should.
And so we'll Dale. Yeah, that's it.
Well, by the way, if you need to get a copy of this book, what do you recommend?
Well, we recommend, we have 2 local places, of course, Bernie Bookshop, and we have some at the Sanctuary. And but Dale, we had our signing at Dale's place on Saturday, and he is wonderful with local artists, and he will keep that book in stock from now on. And it is also at the Sanctuary also.
Awesome. Well, I have a feeling that this generation in this room will get this book. And then when you grow up, my young friend, how old are you, 10? You're 9? I bet you that when you're a young man and you have your next family, you're going to say, I got this book when I was a kid, and I'm going to buy it for my kid. I'm sorry, but that's what you're going to do. Is that cool? But this is a multi-generational experience here.
Yes, and of course she went on. I coached her great uncles.
Oh, my gosh.
So of course this will be our 41st year, and so I'm friends with her grandfather, and so we're the Beckers and Leeches have been around Bernie a day or two. So it's been neat for both of us.
Yes.
Well, besides the Bernie Bookshop and the Sanctuary too, Amazon is also on the horizon, yes?
Yes, our release date for Amazon is July 28th. The game plan was to do this locally, and then we'll start pushing everybody to Amazon on 28th, and then also do our pushes to get, hopefully get ahead of the game a little bit on July 28th. And we have 28 days is pretty good head start. And then Barnes and Nobles, and then the first step is Amazon.
Well, what we want is a national bestseller coming out of Amazon on the 28th.
Yes.
Right, under this category. So tell your friends and family, get your Christmas gifts now, and then they get the sequel just in time for Christmas as well.
There we go. We've got a whole plan, but the first 3 are we've agreed on. But it's really whatever. Michaela is so gifted, creative. I just let her go.
Yeah.
Say, here's the words, and I trust you. And it's amazing what she turns in. She turns in a page a week. I show off. I go, Carla, look at this, and we ooh and all every time.
And they're all hand drawn, so I do it all on paper. It's all watercolor and colored pencils, so no online thing with that. All hand and pen.
The way it should be. Do you have like any secret Michaela Jones little, like hidden Mickeys type of thing in your books?
I wish, no, I do not. But I did, in the next book, I did put Stanley in it.
The camel?
Yeah, I did put Stanley the camel
All right,
in
so
it.
look for that. You get a bonus prize if you
There
find
you
Stanley.
go.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's very cool. Can you honor this woman over here, Stan?
Yes, Carla Leech, the book is dedicated to her. She taught here for 31 years. And this school district has been extremely nice to us, and we've been very fortunate to get to stick around as long as we have, and we know we've been very blessed. And of course, with the books, why my, I guess, ministry on writing children's book is my mother. The reason why my brother and I guess, were okay in school was because my mother read to us from day one, and it does matter.
Yes, it does.
And so the whole deal is hopefully make something fun, because if you read to children, you're going to give them a head start. And so that's it.
What a great investment. All right, last question for you, Michaela Jones. This Christmas, you're going to be hanging out at the Jones Christmas Ranch, right?
I am. My family does own the Jones Christmas Ranch down here in Bernie's.
And you have a table there, right?
I do have a table. I will be there selling the tickets, and I will also be in there selling my art. So if you would like any artwork from me, please stop by.
Can we get any copies or prints of the old Christmas card, or are they gone?
Oh, absolutely. I keep all of them. I think right now I have like 10 or 11 now, but I started with one.
And different scenes from Main Street, right? That's where it
There
started.
is, I think there's like 4 of Main Street, yeah.
Very, very cool. So again, represent Bernie with you, Michaela Jones. Stan,
Thank
last
you.
question for you. And again, congratulations on
Thank you.
Athletic as a Camel. Again, available at, Amazon on the 28th of July, Bernie Bookshop and the Sanctuary here in Bernie. Of course, our folks here in the room are getting their signed copy. So Stan, happy summer to you. Football season starts pretty soon, my friend.
It does. You know, we've been at it all summer. This is our only week off. This is our vacation week, because the district closes the week of the 4th. But we'll be back at it Monday through Thursday. We take off a week during coaching school. Look at Dave Campbell's. The Greyhounds are ranked. I know rankings are rankings, but we're ranked 4th with the Greyhounds and 17th with the Chargers. And
In the state?
in the state, we're gonna have fun. Oh yeah, there you go. And you know, we got several good quarterbacks, and we're excited to roll them out. We will start August 3rd. You know, summer's not what it used to be, and so, but we've been, our kids, we have over 400 in strength and conditioning, and but we took the week off, and you can't find either one of our coaches today either.
How about our champion baseball team playing baseball graduation day or the day after, or the day before, something crazy?
Yeah, Ben Woodchick's done a tremendous job with that program, and of course Jeff Curtin has done a great job at Bernie. And but we've been in that game 3 of the last 4 years.
Yeah,
played in the Final Four in 22. So it's been fun. Yeah.
Well, this city is blessed to have both the Jones family and the Leech family. And again, we celebrate this book, and we thank you for listening to Bernie Radio. I'm Baron Wiley. Thank you for witnessing, and more good stuff to come on Bernie Radio, 103.9 FM.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank y'all.